Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ottavia and happy Taylor Swift weekend, because the 3rd of October, which was Friday, Taylor Swift came out with a new album called The Life of a Showgirl. I'm listening to this album like constantly because when I first listened to it, I was a little bit shocked of the actual sound that she put out. I knew that it was going to be different from all the other ones. I just needed to get used to it, because Taylor Swift is really, really happy. So I don't know what you think about this album, but I'm enjoying it. Fate of Ophelia is good. All Polite is good. Wood as well. And Elizabeth Taylor too. Ruin the Friendship, Honey. Like there's a lot, okay? And I went to see the release party as well at the cinema, which was really fun. I can't wait to rewatch the music video of Fate of Ophelia. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about Taylor Swift. I could, but I'm not going to do it with you. You can watch some TikToks that I made, check down below, where I basically rank the first listen with my boyfriend Sam of his new album. And yeah, if you like to check it out, you can. Anyway, I decided to challenge myself for this week to read, as many pages as I want. But I'm gonna use a spinning wheel to choose how many hours per day I will read. Why am I doing it? I don't know, I just want to do it. But I'm gonna start today. Today's Sunday afternoon, is around nearly 5 p.m. So I don't have much today, but I have nothing to do tonight. So whatever hours I get, I'll be pretty happy. It's just more during the week that is gonna be difficult because I'm working Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And Saturday, because I have Tuesday and Sunday off. So I'm gonna do Sunday for Sunday, hopefully, or maybe I'll do a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, we will see. So some of them is gonna be a little bit difficult to do, but I'm gonna challenge myself. So basically what I did 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2.5 hours, 3.5 hours, and 4. I can't do more than 4. Like, no, I can't do it. I can't do 4.5 or 5. So I'm just gonna keep it like this. And it will be fine. But we're gonna start spinning and see how many hours I'm gonna read today. I would like to have at least 3 hours or 3.5. If I reach 1 hour, then I will read more because I have time to do it. But if not, that's fine. I will see. But what I'm gonna do, I don't think I'm gonna clear out the hours that I do. I prefer to keep it as it is, so this will be better. But I don't know if you can see it. I think you can. But let me just spin it. And we're going to see together. Oh. Ooh, 3 hours. Great. I don't know if you can see it. But I had 3 hours, which is great, which is what I want, is what I need today. I can't complain. So I am really, really happy. I am gonna start in a little bit. I'm just gonna have some dinner in 10 minutes or something like that, and then I'm just gonna start reading. But of course I didn't tell you the book that I'm reading right now, or that I started yesterday. So I have started last night. It was around midnight. Is A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir, which is the second book in the Envy the Ashes series. I read the first book in September, and if you want to know about my thoughts of this book, you can, or a previous book that I read, you can check down below my September wrap-up. But basically we are in this fantasy world where there's a martial empire, and you have this academic school of to become soldiers and stuff like that, and a lot of people, or a lot of kids, been chosen to be a part of it and to become the mask, which is like a soldier high up connected to the emperor. But there's a lot more into it than this, and we follow this guy called Elias. He doesn't want to be a part or be a mask at all. He's the only one where the mask that he puts, because in the last year he can actually detach from his face when all the other people is already attached to their face. And then on the other side we have Laya. She's a scholar. She's part of a minority side, and she's been, her and all the other people that were scholars before, persecuted by this new empire that has been now around for many, many years. And now she is basically a slave for a commander of this empire, and she just wants to know, with the rebels that they are here, to find where her brother is, because she wants to save him. So we see these two people kind of stories intertwine and kind of help each other out. So I just started it. I'm 30 pages in, and we are basically where we left off from the first book. So I'm excited to continue, and hopefully for these 3 hours I can, read as much as possible. And like, I read already on book for October, which is really great. So this will be my second one, and I can't wait to continue. I really love the Sabatahi writing style. I love the world. I want to know more about it because I know there's more to it than the first book. So I can't wait to dive in and to be basically feel the pain. I can't wait to feel the pain because the first book I was in pain the whole time. So we'll see if this one's gonna deliver in a way of like a pain deliver. Horrible to say, but it's what I felt when I was reading the first book. So I'm gonna read now, well, in a little bit for 3 hours, and I'll come back to you and let you know until which point I'm in. Of course, I don't want to talk too much about this book because I don't want to, give you spoilers, but this series is really well loved. It's been out for 10 years now, but you never know. Like, I haven't read it before, so I don't want to spoil anyone, but I'll come back to you later on with more thoughts, and hopefully I will enjoy it as much as the first one. First one I gave it 5 stars, so fingers crossed it's going to be a good one as well. Good morning. So it's the next day. Yesterday I read for 3 hours. Great. And I read 140 pages of A Torch Against the Night by Sabatahi, which is the book that I started the video with, and I'm enjoying it so far. It's really fast paced. We are traveling from one place to go to a specific area, which kind of you will see in the first one of what one of the protagonists wants to go to. And I think it's jumping a little bit too much in places, and there are a few things that they're doing that I didn't know that they had with them when they are moving from one place to another. But it's really interesting one part, especially one of the character, of what's happening to this person. And I just want to see now how it goes, because now, last night when I stopped and I wanted to continue, I think something bad is going to happen. So I can't wait to continue. But I'm enjoying it so far. It's really easy to read, like I saw from the first book. So I can't wait to continue later on today, which means that we need to find out how many hours I will read today, which I actually have to go to work. So I need to do this one really quickly. And of course it's going to be like continuing this book, and I'm going to take it with me, and let's see how much I will read when I'm at work, because sometimes it's difficult, sometimes it's easy, depending on things. Let's just spin it. You can kind of see it. I kept the 3 hours in here because like this, if it comes up, I think it's better than removing him. So let's see this one. Hopefully it's not 4 hours. Please not 4 hours. Please not 4 hours. It's 4 hours. I said not 4 hours, and it's 4 hours. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's 4 hours. Okay, I'm gonna read 4 hours today. I wanted to do something else tonight. I need to edit some videos to, post it for this week, and I don't think I will do it. Okay, I can do it. Listen, I read for 3 hours, like 140 pages. If I read in the 4 hours more, that would be great, because technically I read or I read for this one like around 50 pages every hour. So, I mean, it would be quite good to actually finish the book. Can I actually finish a book? I don't think I can, but even reach like near like the end, because it would be nice if I read 200 pages. It would be until like 370. So, oh yes, wait, I could reach the part 4. So this part, and then this will be, oh my god, yeah. Okay, I'm happy even though I'm not, because I would have preferred something a little bit shorter today. But it's fine. I'm just gonna go now to work because I am late as always. So yeah, I'll see you later and I'll let you know this 4-hour challenge. Let's see. Well, it's 5 minutes to 9 p.m. and I only read 20 minutes today because I went to work and I didn't have time to read when I was in the tube. I still have 3 hours and 39 and I need to read until it says like midnight. There you go. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not working tomorrow, which is fine, which is great, but it's gonna be super freaking tough today. I feel already a little bit sleepy. I made a cup of tea, which I don't think is the right thing to do because with a cuppa I feel sleepy. But Sam is playing D&D with his friend on his computer, and I have nothing to do. So, I mean, technically I have stuff to do because I wanted to edit a vlog and other stuff, but I need to read, and I'm gonna start now. So, wish me luck. I don't know if I will come back to you at past midnight to tell you like how many pages I read. I think this morning I reread 10 or 15 pages or something like that. I'll come back to you maybe, you know, later or tomorrow morning when we're gonna see how many pages I will read tomorrow. Okay, guys, I did the 42 minutes left, and then from the yesterday, and then the 2 hours, and I have a 32 minutes left, but I finished A Torch Against the Night by Ottavia I've, and what just happened? Wait, I need to read the third one. I have to, I must. How's gonna go from here? I'm like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Because it's like the ending, okay? It was bittersweet, and it's not like a cliffhanger that you don't know what's gonna happen, because I think you know, but at the same time, especially one of the protagonists decided to do something, and I don't know how it's gonna go with the third and the fourth. And then listen, give it a 4 star. I think 4 star is good for this book. I think the book wanted, I mean, it's showing quite a lot, but maybe it could have been done differently. I don't know how to pinpoint it, but things that were happening, also the scene, I didn't understand how people were positioned in certain area, especially with one other point of view. And then I don't know, there was a lot about like moving too much too fast, maybe things too easy. There was something that didn't convince me much of the first one, but at the same time, the first one is more settled in a certain area. Here instead, you move around a lot, because as you can see here, there's a big map. And I completely forgot, to be honest, to check the map of, there's a prison here. I don't know if it's like spoilers, but like that. I completely forgot to check it out. Because, do you know about maps? When I read, I don't check them, which I should. But at the same time, I don't want to like stop and then go, unless maybe I should actually print it and have it near me when I read it. But you know, I think it would be too much. But I've done this book. I finished it in technically 2 days, so I'm really happy. I'm happy that I have, like, you know, it give me 2 hours the spinning wheel, and that I basically have 32 minutes to finish it. So I might maybe use the 30 minutes later. Of course, if I want to read more, I will, because anyway, technically, you know, like, I have a day off. But now what I'm gonna do is that I need to tidy up a little bit of the house, and I need to do a few things, and I will need to do some editing, which is what I will do now before continuing the challenge of reading. But I think I'm going to show you now the book that I really would like to read next. If you saw my TBR for October, which I'll link it down below, this one is a book that I really want to read, called Weird Sister by Terry Pratchett. Of course, it would be lovely to go to the third book for this series, but I noticed that I do like sometimes read one book and the other of the same one, but then at the same time I feel like it's too much. So I like to, you know, like maybe to read it once a month, just so like this I can digest everything. But I think I will go with Weird Sisters. I don't know much about it. I know that it's about witches, especially 3 of them that are sisters. And my boyfriend Sam recommended this to me and said that he really enjoyed this one. It's one of his favorite. So I think it's gonna be quite, hopefully, a fun read. Is around like 364 pages, 365 pages. So why not? There were other ones that I was thinking of reading, but I think that usually Terry Pratchett's books, I can read it really quickly, and I really would like to finish at least 2 books in this video. So hopefully today, or like later on in the afternoon, I can read like more pages and go from there, and then finish it for like today for Thursday or Friday, and then like this I have those 2 days of the weekend where I can start something else. I have another one in my mind, but I want to read this one. And yeah, I'll come back to you once I start this book, and also once I, you know, finish the hours that I need to read, which is 32 minutes. But if I want to read more, I will. But I'll come back to you later. Good morning. First time I think in the kitchen. I don't know if you've been in the kitchen before, but I'm making now some tea and something to eat really quickly before I go to work. But I'll tell you about yesterday. So I only have 13 minutes and 40 seconds to basically like finish yesterday. Calm down. I was just so tired last night. Like having all of this like 3 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours is like is killing me in a certain area, but at the same time I'm happy because I'm reading like quite a lot. So I am 200 pages in Terry Pratchett with Sisters. I was talking with Sam yesterday because he really enjoyed this one, but I'm not liking it as much. I feel like the story itself is really like there's too much going on. The character as well. You don't understand what's gonna happen or exactly how everything comes together. Because I don't know if I explain it correct, like really well. I don't think so because last time I was quite like down. I think I didn't read as much. I think I was page 60 or something like this. So basically, the story is you are okay in Terry Pratchett world. Okay, in this world. You have a king that has been killed and he becomes a ghost. And he's kind of roaming around in the area of the castle. Then we have the duke, which is the guy that actually killed the king. And the duke, of course, became the king. But people are not really like happy about it. So he started to like killing things, doing not nice stuff. And he seems like a little bit of a crazy person. Then we have the witches, which is the weird sisters, and they are just, they're doing their own thing in the little coven. And during this kind of situation that happened in the castle, someone brought to them a child, which is the child of the king that he was killed. And then the kid was given to someone. Okay, so the kid is not with the witches. But then something else is happening after a couple of years or something like this, where there's like a big earthquake. And it's not like a usual earthquake, there's something actually there like happening. So the witches decided to speak with some demons and asking, hey, what's happening? And he says, well, something that has already existed is not happy with the new king. So it's kind of like what Sam told me is like they are helping this thing that is not happy with the king. So they actually are into the politics and stuff like that to try and help this area. I'm not really enjoying it because the Terry Pratchett book don't have chapters. They have like some kind of separations like this. That kind of like changes also the characters. The thing is that here we follow like many characters sometimes at the same time, and for me it's really difficult to understand also which one we're talking about, or even like it just doesn't like make sense the flow. And that's another one critical thing about the books, because I'm used to chapters, you change if there's a chapter. Instead here you don't. And I just don't get it sometimes. Also when I read it, it seems really like too weird. Like with the name weird. So I don't know, like I'm not enjoying it, but I still want to continue it because I only have 165 pages to finish it. I don't want to leave it like this. I think I just want to now see what exactly is happening and how they are going to do all of this. So I'm not going to DNF it, even though I'm quite close to it. At the moment, I would give it just 2.5 or 2 stars, which is so sad because I was saying, no, I'm sorry, Sam, that you really love this book. And he's like, no, that's fine. You don't have to feel like that, like it's normal. But I don't think, like I said many times, I don't think Terry Pratchett is really for me. The only book that I loved, which is the first one that I read, was Mort. That's the only one. I don't know all the other ones if I will enjoy it or not. But it's still nice to try it anyway and see it. But we need to see how many pages, or actually how many hours we read today. So let's go to the trusty, not really trusty, spinning wheel, and we'll see how many. Listen, it's been giving me like only, the first time was 3 hours, and then 4 hours, and then 2 hours, and then 3 hours. So now he needs to give me like something better. So I got 1 hour and a half. That's great. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna put it in the screen anyway. Like 1 hour and a half. Great. Okay, cool. So I have 30 minutes and 40 to finish the one from yesterday, plus 1 hour and a half. So that's really, really great. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I have to do so many things after work today, and I didn't have time because I've been reading, which is great, don't get me wrong, because like this, I can finish a book. Like, that's great. But 1 hour and a half it is, so I'm super happy. I'm gonna start it as always when I'm on the tube, and I'll speak to you later, and hopefully I will come back earlier to tell you that I've done it. And I don't think I can finish a book in an hour and a half, but halfway through I might continue it, who knows, like, we'll see. But anyway, I'm gonna have now breakfast, and I'll speak to you later. Good morning. So I finished yesterday. I managed to do my timer of 1 hour and a half, which is great, because anyway it was shorter and I managed to do other stuff. So I can tell you that I have 65 pages to finish this book. I'm not liking it, but I will push it through because I am literally there. Sorry for the light. It's really like 6:45 in the morning, and I need to be there at work at 8. So that's why the light is like this. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to know like how many hours I will need to read today. I don't want to have a bigger one today. I want to have a shorter one, because I just don't feel like having it like, like reading it like too much. And you can't see it today, but let me just let it spin it, and then we'll see, because I actually need to run, and there's no sound because I think I removed it. Oh god. Do you want to know exactly what I got? Technically, I could actually erase this clip and do it again, but no, it's 4 hours again. Don't get me wrong, I'm okay with it, because like this I can read a little bit more, but I want to do other stuff. So I might move some of the hours for Saturday, and then see how many Saturday I will read. I think Saturday will be the last one that I will do the reading for, because I want to have this video uploaded for Sunday, so that this is done, and also because I can't keep with it anymore. It's too much. But anyway, so I just put here 4. It's gonna start in soon. I'm just gonna pause it now because I'm not starting reading it, but it's set here. And I'm gonna bring only this one today. Well, actually, I'm gonna bring this one and the next book that I'm gonna read, which is The House at Watch Hill by Karen Mary Moaning. I might start it later. I might start it only when I get home. I'm not sure, but yeah, this will be the next one. So finishing this and then go to this one. And I'm actually gonna tell you a little bit more about this book later. But now I need to really go. I need to grab my lunch, and then, it's crazy, but when I picked up this book, now the light is lighter, and then I remove it, is yellow. Why? Well, let's go back to the yellow lighting. But yeah, these are the ones. I'm gonna grab my lunch and breakfast, and I'll talk to you later. So sorry for the lighting. It comes and goes, and I don't know how to fix it. But I can say that my day is not going as planned, because as you see from the previous clip, I was supposed to be like reading for 4 hours, and it's basically 8:45 p.m. and I only read for half an hour. So I don't think I can finish it tonight because I'm really tired and I would like to go to sleep earlier. So I will move the hours that I'm not reading for tomorrow. But tomorrow we're gonna spin it anyway, and then tomorrow will be my last spin. And then whatever I can finish on Saturday is gonna be on Sunday, and then the video is done. I've enjoyed anyway, and I'm still enjoying it because anyway, it just made me want to read more and finish books. So that's really great. But especially when doing work hours is really, really difficult. I don't have a book with me, but I think I only have 20 pages left to finish We're Sisters by Terry Pratchett. And then I'll start the other book. But yeah, I'm just gonna go now, start, and I'll come back to you later or maybe tomorrow. But let's start there. There you go. And let's see. Let's see now until when I'll finish it. But I'm not gonna have a clip tonight. I'm just gonna read as much as I can and then go to sleep. And then tomorrow I can, talk to you more about Terry Pratchett and also the new book. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good morning. We're on the last thing of this hours, how many hours I'm gonna read in a day. I'm super happy because it needs to stop anyway, eventually. But I'm really enjoying it anyway, even though sometimes I don't actually finish the hours in the day that I'm supposed to finish it. But, maybe I could have done it differently. Next time I will do it differently. But at the moment, we're doing it like this. But from yesterday that I hit, again, 4 hours, I have 1 hour and 35 minutes left. So it's going to be continued today. But we need to now choose or check the next one that we're going to have. So oh yes, you say it like that. Let's spin it. There we go. Is it 2.5 3.5? It's 3.5. So wait, how many hours am I gonna read today then? So 3 hours and a half, as you can see here. Oh, yeah. 3 hours and a half plus my 1 hour and 35 minutes. So I still an hour and a half with 5 minutes more. Oh God. Do I need to read for 5 hours? No, guys, seriously. Do I need to actually read for 5 hours? 5 hours and 5 minutes. Oh God. Okay. This is the day that I'm gonna finish it. But what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna read 5 hours today. I have work to do. It's a Saturday. I work on a Saturday as well. No chance. I'm gonna read maybe half an hour on the tube. I don't know, because the line that I usually use is actually closed. So I need to find a different route to go to work. So wish me luck. But I will not do it. I will not do it today 5 hours, but at least it's kind of entertaining for me. It's kind of a little bit stressful if I don't finish in the day, but at least I'll get it from the next day, so it's fine. But one thing important is that last night, after I talked to you, I finished Terry Pratchett We're Sisters. I gave this book to star 1.5. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy the story. I think it was the story was a little bit too scattered around with too many characters, and also sometimes it was a little bit difficult to follow them and see what was happening. I don't think I'm a Terry Pratchett girl. I've tried. The only book that I love is Mort, and I will keep it like that. And I had to say to my boyfriend that I don't want to read Terry Pratchett anymore because it's not really for me. But at least I tried another one. But it's fine. We can say bye-bye to Terry Pratchett. I know that Terry Pratchett is like a well-loved author, but unfortunately it's not the type of genre or book for me. I just don't. It wasn't funny as much. I found maybe one part that I told you before, and then another one at the end. I decided to read it through because I wanted to see how it was going to end. I wanted to give it a chance, especially because I want to let my boyfriend know if I wanted to continue reading some Terry Pratchett or not. But because I decided not to, so that's gone. But at least our second book is done for this reading vlog challenge, let's say. And then last night I started The House I Watch Chill by Karen Mary Moaning. I believe I am 55 pages in. I've just removed the dust jacket because it's easier for me to go around. And I think this is a trilogy, and now I understand why, because I'm 50 pages in, so I understand why it is divided as a trilogy. But it's quite interesting. There's this girl called Zoe, or Zoe. Her mother died. You know, something bad happened to her. She doesn't have any money. She's struggling with money a lot. But what happened is that someone called her saying that she has to go to Louisiana, and there's a long lost relative that is offering her inheritance. The thing is that she can't get money now. She has to live in the house at Watch Hill for 3 years, and each year she gets a certain amount of money, and also each month she gets an allowance. The thing is that this house is not how it seems. There's a lot of weird things going on. Yeah, as you can see also from the actual cover, there's a lot of things I think is supernatural happening. I don't think I've read anything like this before, and I think it's something a little bit different for me to read, especially it's October. So I hope it's not going to be as scary, because I don't like scary books, but I hope it's going to give me some sorts of feelings or emotions, let's say. But I think I'm in the part of a book where, you know, the mother died, and she was looking for another job because the mother has cancer, but then she died in a fire in the house, and she's now struggling to have money, and she now flew to Louisiana, and then she's talking to the solicitors about everything and stuff like that. So now she has to decide to stay or not, but of course we know that she's gonna say yes, and to try to live in this place called Divinity in Louisiana. So we'll see how it goes from there. One thing that we saw in this part is Zoe is someone that doesn't like, or she doesn't know how to have relationships, because her mother was quite weird in a way that the dad wasn't around, but they were kind of like running away from the dad, but Zoe doesn't know anything about it. But then they managed to station him for a couple of years in a certain area, because we was kind of hopping around in different places. So she's not good with relationship, and also in terms of like a romantic relationship as well. She's just like finding someone to have a one night stand, and that's it. And we had a one night stand here, but I think there's a lot more into it. And what I noticed this author is doing is like she's adding things from the future, which I'm not sure if I'm actually liking it or not. I prefer maybe for me to discover it after, instead of her telling me, you know, this thing is gonna happen later, or I will get to know this person more later anyway. But I'm not sure if it's normal, this writing style like this, because it seems like not really a diary, but maybe like basically her telling her story of what happened when she gets to the house. But we will see anyway. The writing style is really fast-paced, it's really easy to read, and I'm sure I will fly through it, hopefully. I don't think I will finish it for Sunday, or I mean today or tomorrow, which is Sunday where I'm going to finish this video. If I will, that's great, because like this another book done. But even if I do halfway, that would be nice. I think it's 350 pages, something like that. So yeah, this is the book that I'm going to take to work, and now I'm going to go because I'm late, as always, and I'll speak to you tonight. I'll tell you how many hours of the previous one I still have, because I don't think I will start this new one. So yeah, that's fine. I'll speak to you later. And it's the next day, it's Sunday, which is the day that I really wanted to finish this video, and I will. The thing is that I failed yesterday like crazy, miserably, like literally. I think when I talked to you, I had, I think, maybe an hour and a half from Friday, and then we did the spin. It was 3 hours and a half. Well, yesterday I still have 30 minutes from Friday, and I still haven't started the 3 hours and a half for Saturday. My bad, because to be honest, I could have done it different with spinning wheel, but it's the first time I do something like this, and I would do something completely different, because I can see that working, normally I can't do this kind of hour thingy, because it's not ideal for me. But what's done is done. I'm gonna conclude it today. I really want to edit this video and have it like visible for you today or tonight, and I still haven't done anything because I've been like focusing on finishing these hours, and I really want to accomplish it. So what we're gonna do now, it's a lovely day today, which is great, is actually 2:30 now, and I'm gonna do 30 minutes to finish the one from Friday, and then I'm gonna start the 3 hours and a half. I will have to do or prepare lunch or dinner, late dinner for today, and I have other things to do, but I will try my best to try and finish it all and then have this video edited and stuff like that. But so far in the book, I'm page 100 only of the house at Watch Hill. I don't have much to say. She's now in the house, which I can say. And there's weird things, I think, happening, but I'm not sure yet. I don't know what to say. Really readable. So I'm gonna start now. 30 minutes for this one. There you go, going strong. And we're gonna start later the 3 hours and a half. Wish me luck. Perfect, we did that. So now I'm gonna put the 3 hours and a half. Oh god, wish me luck, guys. Let's start it now together. There you go. So I am now on page 125. 3 hours and a half it is. That's it. I finished this challenge in basically reading 12 hours with the help of a wheel. So I'm really happy that is done. And basically I left you on the last day, which was basically Sunday, when I was finishing the house at Watch Hill. I reached 289 pages, but after basically it stopped the hours that I needed to complete, I finished the book. So technically, will I count it? I think so, I do. Thoughts on this book? I still don't know what I was expecting from this book. I gave it 3 star anyway because it still was nice. Like I was saying, the writing style was fine, and it was really quick and easy to understand. There was too much descriptions in my opinion, but I wasn't expecting the story to turn out like this. I thought there was going to be a spooky, there would be maybe a monster or something in here, that lots of things would happen inside the house, when instead it's a lot about the people around the house, plus the things inside, of course. Also a lot about the protagonist and everything around. And I don't want to spoil to you anything, to be honest, but I went with a different expectation than this one. I checked if there was something about the second book, but there's none. I don't think I will continue. I think it was like okay. I don't know. I just thought this book was going to be something else, and instead it wasn't. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. It was still okay, but I'm not gonna continue it in case the author decided to bring the second book of a third. Do you remember when I was saying, oh, it's going to be a trilogy because she has to stay in this house for 3 years? And basically it was like, oh, it's going to be maybe every year one book. No, this is basically a span of 7 days. And how it ended as well, I was like, okay, cool, great. And I can't tell you much, because if there was nothing written like in this part here, you shouldn't. But will I say it? Because technically when you open the actual like pages, there's things about witches. I'll leave you to that. But I've done and dusted, not my favorite thing. It was okay, but I don't know what to say on this one. So basically, let's do a little bit of a recap of what I did in the week. So from Sunday until technically Sunday, even though it was Saturday, but still let's count it like that. So I basically had to read for 21 hours, which is great. We started at page 30 on this one, and we finished this book at page 459. So we read 423 pages of this book. Then we read the complete book, which is 365, and technically for this one I've only read 289 pages, but I will kind of say that I've read it all for 365. But basically, if I have to be really honest, the total of this one, just saying that I didn't finish this one for the actual like timers, it would be 1077 pages that I read in the week, which is still a lot. But if I have to count also if I fully finished this book, it would be 1153. So mission accomplished, done. I am super happy. Quite a lot of pages in this stack, and the books. I gave this one, I gave it a 4-star. This one I gave it a 2-star, I think, and this is a 3-star. This one is not going to stay with me. This one I'm going to give it back to my boyfriend, and this is going to stay with me because I want to read the 3rd book soon. But I really enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. I might tweak it next time I will do it to not make it feel like too much like heavy on me. But nevertheless, I'm really happy with how it turned out. But yeah, if you liked this video, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you want to see more video like this. And now I'm just gonna go, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, ciao.